Pete Davidson and Elsie Hewitt welcomed their first child inside the comedian's life-changing new chapter. Pete Davidson has spent more than a decade in the public eye, making audiences laugh with brutally honest humor, self-deprecation, and emotional transparency. From his early days on Saturday Night Live to his candid discussions about mental health, grief, and fame, Davidson has rarely shied away from revealing who he truly is. Now, the comedian and actor is stepping into a role that marks one of the most significant transformations of his life: fatherhood. In a heartfelt announcement that quickly captured attention across social media and entertainment news outlets, Pete Davidson and his girlfriend, Elsie Hewitt, revealed that they have welcomed their first child together, a baby girl named Scotty Rose Hewitt Davidson. The news instantly became one of the most talked-about celebrity milestones of 2025, signaling a deeply personal turning point for a star whose journey has long been defined by both vulnerability and resilience. A quiet announcement with a powerful impact. The couple shared the news via social media on Thursday, December 18th, choosing simplicity and sincerity over spectacle. Rather than a glossy photo shoot or elaborate press release, the announcement centered on emotion and gratitude. "Our perfect angel girl arrived 12/12/2025, the post read. Moments later, fans learned the baby's name and gender: Scotty Rose Hewitt Davidson. The name itself sparked immediate interest: warm, timeless, and quietly elegant. While neither parent has publicly explained the inspiration behind the name, many fans speculated that it reflects a blend of modern charm and classic softness, mirroring both parents' personalities. Elsie Hewitt followed the joint announcement with a deeply emotional caption, describing the experience of giving birth and becoming a mother as something beyond words. "My best work yet," she wrote, adding that she was overwhelmed with love, gratitude, and disbelief. Pete Davidson, true to form, contributed a brief but characteristically humorous addition: "Wu-Tang forever." The contrast between Elsie's emotional reflection and Pete's lighthearted humor struck a chord with fans, capturing the balance that seems to define their relationship. A new chapter for Pete Davidson. For longtime followers of Pete Davidson, the idea of him becoming a father carries powerful emotional weight. Davidson has spoken openly for years about the loss of his father, a New York City firefighter who died during the September 11 attacks when Pete was just 7 years old. That trauma has shaped much of his comedy, worldview, and personal struggles, including battles with depression and borderline personality disorder. In interviews, Davidson has often reflected on what it meant to grow up without a father and how that absence influenced his understanding of love, stability, and family. Becoming a parent now places him in a position he once feared he might never fully understand. Fatherhood represents not just a milestone, but a reclamation of something deeply personal. Friends and fans alike have noted that in recent years, Davidson has appeared more grounded, intentional, and reflective. His decision to step back from constant public exposure, limit social media, and focus on wellness hinted at a desire for long-term balance, something fatherhood now amplifies. Elsie Hewitt's journey into motherhood. Elsie Hewitt, 29, is known in fashion and entertainment circles as a model and actress with a growing presence. While she has maintained a more private public persona compared to Davidson, her relationship with the comedian brought her into a broader spotlight earlier this year. Despite increased attention, Hewitt has consistently chosen authenticity over overexposure. Her motherhood announcement reflected that same approach: raw, emotional, and deeply personal. In her caption, she did not romanticize the experience. Instead, she expressed awe at the life she had brought into the world and gratitude for the overwhelming love she felt in that moment. Sources close to the couple describe Hewitt as grounded and nurturing, qualities that have helped anchor Davidson during moments of transition. Motherhood for Hewitt marks a defining evolution, one she appears to be embracing with humility and joy. From Florida getaway to family of 3. Pete Davidson and Elsie Hewitt's relationship unfolded quietly at first. In March, the pair were spotted vacationing together in Florida, sparking initial speculation about a possible romance. At the time, neither confirmed nor denied the rumors, allowing curiosity to simmer without public commentary. Just 1 week later, however, they made things official by appearing together on Instagram, confirming that their connection was more than casual. From there, their relationship progressed steadily but deliberately. They avoided excessive public appearances, opting instead for low-key outings and limited media attention. This intentional privacy stood in contrast to Davidson's previous high-profile relationships, many of which unfolded under relentless public scrutiny. Their first major public appearance as a couple came at the Endometriosis Foundation of America's 2025 Blossom Ball, where they walked the red carpet together. The event, focused on awareness and advocacy, reflected values of compassion and community, reinforcing the sense that their relationship was built on deeper alignment rather than spectacle. The meaning behind Scotty Rose. While the couple have not publicly explained the origin of their daughter's name, fans were quick to express admiration for its simplicity and warmth. Scotty carries a playful yet strong tone, often associated with curiosity and resilience. Rose, a timeless middle name, evokes beauty, growth, and emotional depth. Together, the name feels intentional without being performative, a reflection of parents who value meaning over trend. In the world of celebrity baby names, where extremes often dominate headlines, Scotty Rose stands out for its quiet grace. Social media reactions and fan support. Within hours of the announcement, social media platforms were flooded with messages of congratulations from fans, fellow celebrities, and entertainment insiders. Many longtime Davidson supporters expressed how meaningful it felt to see him reach this milestone, especially given the struggles he has openly discussed over the years. Comments ranged from heartfelt to humorous, with fans noting that Pete's journey into fatherhood felt earned after years of personal growth. Others praised the couple's choice to share the news simply, without turning the moment into a commercialized spectacle. In an era where celebrity milestones are often monetized, Pete and Elsie's understated announcement resonated as refreshingly sincere. Pete Davidson's evolution over the years. To fully appreciate the significance of this moment, it's important to understand how much Pete Davidson has changed over the course of his career. When he joined Saturday Night Live at just 20 years old, Davidson quickly became known for his raw honesty and unconventional delivery. He wasn't afraid to joke about his mental health, substance struggles, or family trauma, often blurring the line between comedy and confession. That vulnerability made him relatable, but it also exposed him to intense scrutiny. Over time, Davidson learned to navigate fame more carefully. He stepped back when necessary, sought treatment when needed, and became increasingly selective about the roles and projects he pursued. Fatherhood now represents the culmination of that evolution, a shift from surviving to building. Privacy and the age of fame. One of the most notable aspects of Pete Davidson and Elsie Hewitt's relationship has been their commitment to privacy.
Despite both being public figures, they have resisted the pressure to overshare, choosing instead to protect their personal milestones. This approach is especially significant as they enter parenthood. Sources indicate that the couple plans to keep their daughter largely out of the public eye, sharing moments selectively rather than exposing her to constant media attention. For Davidson, who grew up in the public eye after tragedy, this boundary may be one of the most intentional decisions of his life. A different kind of love story. Pete Davidson's romantic history has often been framed through headlines, timelines, and speculation. His relationship with Elsie Hewitt feels fundamentally different. Rather than grand gestures or viral moments, their connection appears rooted in everyday support, mutual respect, and emotional safety. Those closest to the couple describe their bond as calm, steady, and deeply supportive, qualities that become especially important when transitioning into parenthood. The arrival of Scotty Rose doesn't feel like a sudden twist in their story, but rather a natural continuation. What comes next for Pete Davidson? While no official statements have been made about upcoming projects, it's widely expected that fatherhood will influence Davidson's creative direction. Comedians often draw from life's most profound transitions, and becoming a parent offers new material, both humorous and deeply reflective. Whether Davidson chooses to explore fatherhood in stand-up, acting, or writing remains to be seen. What's clear is that this chapter will shape his perspective in ways audiences have yet to experience. The bigger picture: celebrity parenthood in 2025. As celebrity baby announcements continue to dominate entertainment news in 2025, Pete Davidson and Elsie Hewitt's story stands out not because of extravagance, but because of authenticity. Their announcement reminded audiences that even in a hyper-connected world, some moments are best shared simply, with love, humor, and honesty. Scotty Rose Hewitt Davidson enters the world surrounded by admiration, support, and parents who appear deeply committed to growth, balance, and family. Final thoughts. Pete Davidson becoming a father is more than just celebrity news. It's a deeply human moment. It reflects growth after grief, joy after struggle, and hope after uncertainty. For fans who have followed Davidson's journey from a grieving child to a global comedian, this milestone feels especially meaningful. As Pete and Elsie begin life as a family of 3, one thing is clear. This chapter is not about punchlines or headlines. It's about love, healing, and the future. Congratulations to Pete Davidson and Elsie Hewitt on welcoming baby Scotty Rose Hewitt Davidson into the world.